Last night I saw James Gunn's Superman, and this is what I thought of it. I'm certainly quite a fan of James Gunn. I really enjoy his directorial style as humour, and I think a lot of his films have loads of heart. The Guardians of the Galaxy movies are excellent, especially the third one, which I actually think is the best MCU movie. I really enjoyed The Suicide Squad as well, as the Peacemaker TV show as well, which, was also a lot of fun. So I went into this with decent expectations. I'm not the hugest Superman fan. I'm a massive DC Comics fan, but Superman has never been one of my absolute favourite characters, purely down to the fact that I kind of struggle to find the character that interesting or relatable. I think this is probably the most I've ever enjoyed the Superman character. I really, really enjoyed this film. I thought it was a very vibrant, entertaining, hopeful, just a great summer blockbuster all around. David Cornsweet is absolutely excellent in the role, even though there were little moments that I wasn't a huge fan of. I overall thought he was fantastic, and I think what this film does best is capturing the feel of Superman. The character's desire to do good and help people is really nicely displayed here. There's a fantastic action sequence in this where Superman's fighting a kaiju. I'm sure you've probably seen it in the trailers. Superman and some other superhero characters are fighting a kaiju, and Superman's just zipping around rescuing people from falling debris and things like that, and it's absolutely brilliant. It is what we've needed to see on the big screen displayed properly for so long, because we haven't seen it properly since the first Christopher Reeve Superman movie. It is just totally refreshing to see a comic book accurate, hopeful version of Superman. I don't care what anybody says, all these other Zack Snyder fans and stuff, the people who enjoy that, fine. I hate that incarnation of Superman. I think it totally misses the point, and it is just nice to see a version that gets it, as James Gunn usually does with these things. I forget her name, but I also really, really enjoyed the actress that played Lois Lane. I thought her and David Cornsweet had wonderful chemistry in the scenes that they did together. I also think Nicholas Hoult as Lex Luthor is a massive standout on this. He's incredibly entertaining. He's got a lot of really fun dialogue, and you can tell he's having a blast with it. He is a character that is just so obsessively hateful towards Superman, and it's really, really fun the way that Nicholas Hoult plays it. I really enjoyed him in this. The side characters such as Nathan Fillion, Guy Gardner, and the rest of the Justice Gang, what they called, Mr. Terrific and Hawkgirl, they're okay. They're not the most memorable of characters, but they're kind of fun whenever they're on screen. Mr. Terrific definitely being the standout of the three, in my opinion. The film has had the odd bit of criticism regarding its some of the cinematography being a little bit ugly. I thought the movie looked a lot better in the actual film than it did the trailers. There were a couple of shots in the trailers and that I wasn't keen on, and the film looked like it had a weird kind of colour filter. The colour grading basically looked a little bit off, especially in that first trailer, but the movie itself I think looks a hell of a lot better. You could say it's perhaps a little bit overstuffed and has a couple of pacing issues, but overall this is so incredibly entertaining and also just so unapologetically comic booky that I can't help but kind of love it. I totally recommend this. Go see it.